everybody. Hello, my co-caster as well. Hello, mate. How's it going?
Not too bad, Mr. Metal. Yourself?
Didn't give you any warm-up there, did I? Unfortunately, OBS...
You didn't.
I do apologise, gentlemen. OBS screwed up. And for some reason, didn't link the right video. I'll have to look into why that was the case afterwards. Never mind. Never mind. Harrington's done a really beautiful playoff intro, and it didn't play. And I'm very, very heartbroken. We do have a playoff game, of course. I'm joined by Unholy Crusader, as you've probably guessed, from his dulcet Aussie tones.
Certainly one way to put the...
Don't put that on me! Don't you put that on me! Anyway, we have Born to Be Wild, first off. Coached by Blissful Fire. We've got the infographic on screen. It is quite beautiful, actually. Herring's done a great job with this thing. As always, he just comes back with really great looking tech every single season. And yeah, Blissful Fire's been here before. It's his third time of qualifying. He's played for 6 seasons. It's a Chaos team, of course. 3 seasons old, the team. Played in REBBL for 6. Overall record of 22-14-8 with this team. And he is playing Necromantic, so it's super important to note that he is 1-1-0. Never been beaten by Necromantic. Do you reckon this is
always the first time for everything.
Yeah, well, there is indeed. And it's not something you rely on. It's staying true in playoffs, right? And of course,
Yeah.
his strengths. It is a well-rounded team. We're going to look at the team in just a moment, and it is, of course, it's got a great ball carrier, which again we'll come back to in reference as well. Its downside is it's pretty banged up, and it doesn't have a ball hawk. And I'm going to bring the actual client up so you can see what we're talking about. Like, that one warrior, Hunt 2, is a bit of a problem.
Which warrior are we looking at here?
Just block. Bit of a problem to rely on.
Yeah, it's not the most ideal piece for you, is it?
But you know, the rest of the team, really good. He's got a killer warrior, killer goat, some definite line meat, which is wrestle fend on both of them. Although a wrestler with movement 4 is an interesting lifestyle decision.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's a lifestyle choice. But hey, what do you do? What do you do?
I think you just suck it up and hope that wrestle and fend keeps him alive as long as humanly possible.
Well, I mean, the other alternative is when he took a movement, when he went to movement 5, you fire him and purchase a new goat. But hey, what do I know?
Well, like I say, he's already got other unleveled goats that he's been trying to level up. I feel like he needs to get rid of Boar. Being AV... Movement 4 isn't going to kill him, but...
Movement 7 might just well do it. Hour 7, yeah.
And of course, we've got some folks in the house already. Hummercep's here, Dranar's here, RK, Sardor, Mirascadu, Incesticide, Truk, De Schutenheim. All good old boys turn up right at the beginning of the stream to enjoy the pre-playoff show. When we were talking about that ball carrier, like one of his strengths, as Harrington mentioned, was a very good ball carrier. That is a very good ball carrier, isn't it?
Yeah, he's not bad. I mean, like, the only thing he's sort of you'd sort of want would be like the agility up, but
well, you've technically pseudo got the agility up because you've got extra arms and you've got 2 heads.
You do, but the agi up would give you the ability to potentially break out of dangerous situations that you can't just brute force your way through. Making a little more agile, a little more, agile on his feet.
Very true. We might actually see as well Trapper coming through and securing himself a legend in playoffs if Blissful Fire is to go far enough. 16 SPP, not all that difficult to earn on a Clawpom warrior.
No, what is it? Eight injuries.
8 Kaz across as many games as you can
Kaz.
make it.
And well, we've seen Chaos killers get their fair share of kills in a single game, so
Absolutely.
Entirely possible.
Now we're going to switch over and take a look at his opponent. And please note as well, 1970 TV, this is an expensive looking team. Chaos do tend to blow it out quite a bit. His opponent is the Werewolf of Wall Street. A chap called Cunning Foxpup. I love this team name. I remember he signed up
I do
with
too.
It's I remember, the first time I seeded this in the division, I was like, I love that team name. He's three seasons old now, the team. Cunning Foxpup's played with us for 4 total. But I do remember noting the team name and loving every second of it. He is, of course, a necromantic team. Over a record of 23-8-12. Not many draws. A lot of wins. Playoff qualifications. This is his first time. That might come into play a little bit. Best win streak of 8 across the season. And he has completely unbeaten record versus Chaos. 2-0-0. That's
completely unblemished.
That's better than a 1-1-0, right?
I'm gonna punch that into the calculator right now.
Check those maths.
If I carry the 3, yeah, it's better.
It is. Crusader confirms it. It's fact. Right. Strengths, of course.
Math and science confirm it.
Being a necromantic team, got a good fouling game. He also has a couple of dirty players. We'll look at those in just a second. And he has what have been listed as great whites. Well, good whites. One of them is great. One of them is good. One of them is great.
So if only one of them's great and the other one's good, it just averages out to being good, is what I'm getting from this.
Goodish. Yeah. Goodera. His weaknesses listed as undeveloped ghouls, and I already mentioned it once. Playoff inexperience could be a problem as well. Now, refer back to the team so you can see what we were talking about. I mean, he's got some very good wolves. And some very... One, I mean, I love the player names, by the by. Murder Tackle Good. Clearly is living up to his name. A bit of a nominative determinism for you. Good evening, Dr. Nick, by the way. They're good because one is decent, one is great. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I like guard stand firm on a white because it gives you, like, 3... You know, if this comes to a scenario where... I mean... Not against Chaos, because they don't tend to like one-turn touchdowns. But you know,
elves, Skaven, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
3 stand firm, tasty.
It's you just stand on the line and go, so how are you getting to the end zone then? You better have that one
exactly. Do you have Juggernaut anywhere on there, Mr. Elf? Oh, that's right. You don't get strength on a normal roll. Enjoy.
And even if they have Juggernaut, like, it only works the first push, and then the second push that they actually need doesn't really help anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's like, oh no, never mind. But yeah, Murder Tackle Good, great player. Everything you could possibly want from a kill, and that never rolled doubles, right?
I think that's probably fair to say.
And he's got a Mind Blow Wolf. Bitey McStabbing Slash. Some of these names, I feel, are going to cause us trouble. Probably the second one. I reckon, I know the C-Bomb is very popular in Australia, and it's definitely one of my own go-tos of choice. It's hard to look at Runny Cut Murder and not add an N in there somewhere, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it's a werewolf, so you're already inclined to do so, yeah.
Exactly, but no. Less good, but still, I mean, you know, werewolves are kind of weird players. Like, when they get doubles, and Agi, they become great, right? They become really great. If you get, like, Agi up or Strength up, or just doubles. But even normally... this guy's 4 normals, and he's still... That's great. That's a good player.
Yeah, he's not bad at all. You can see that Cunning Foxpup here clearly took the greatest advice of all and disregarded the doubles to take block in the first place, but hey, you know.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hero to Sakari chat saying he Agi busted Bitey McStabbing Slash. He's left his mark, and Miroscado doesn't know how to pronounce Runny with 3 N's.
Well... I think it's more the last name that the extra N might get inserted.
Go on, give us the ghoul names then, Crusader.
Fondler McLowest Armor and Faster McDodgier guy.
It's a thing. Like, these ghouls, like you said, undeveloped ghouls could be a problem, but probably not against Chaos.
I guess it depends on how exposed you leave them. But if they are undercooked, you tend to go, you know what? I might screen you off and protect you with some of the expendable zombies that I've got floating around.
He's got Zombie McZombie face there as well, which is pretty good. Stumbles McFoul Gooder, which is probably his primary fouler. Absolutely living up to his name. Stumbles, minus movement. McFoul Gooder, dirty player. Like, could that be more perfectly named?
No. Newt Murderer. Oh god. No, that's where the extra end goes.
Their ghouls 8 and 9 for a 3-season team, says Cunning in chat. Yeah, okay, that's a problem. Helium, probably you're less likely to fall with Helium unless you're packing a bribe. Because I've got this problem on my undead team as well. I got a zombie that rolled doubles, got guard, and his second skill up, and you can't not take guard anywhere you get it on like zombies, right? But a dirty play guard is kind of sucks. It kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's not ideal, I wouldn't think, but it is what it is.
I feel like
That's
Lactose...
why you pick up a second dirty player.
Lactose probably not his own player, looking at the rest of his team names.
I mean, Helium, also probably not his own player.
That's probably quite true, yeah. Standing, not moving much, the Flesh Golem, and Brick Wall, McMore in the way. I mean, you don't need a ton of skills on Flesh Golems. They can be pretty good, right?
No, I mean, once you get block, you might want guard, and then after that, it's, there's Mighty Blow.
Fish for doubles for blodge kind of thing?
Yeah, that sort of thing. But, no, I mean, a Flesh Golem is a Flesh Golem, right? Their job is to just sit there and be a pain in the ass to shift.
Get chunked in the face, as it were. Yeah, how do you think this is going to go, dude?
It's kind of hard to say. The Chaos team it had some tools. But Necro getting 180k in petty cash here to spend probably on a wizard, I would imagine.
I mean, real talk.
Or maybe a bribe, maybe 2 bribes. You splash the extra 20 cash.
Do we go for 2 bribes, or do we go for a wizard and a babe, or do we go for a wizard and a bribe and really dip the bank?
That's a big dip. You have got 150k sitting in your treasury.
It's scary, right? We definitely... Gunnarside just called this as well. Another Eldril. No, we're not taking another Eldril.
Like, you could conceivably spend a lot of cash here. Like, you've got 330 between petty cash and your treasury. Like,
but do you go all in round 1?
I guess it sort of depends how confident you're feeling. Cunning Foxpop feels like, he should be feeling pretty good against Chaos, considering he has the unbeaten record. I mean, it is a sample size of 2.
Crusader, we both know. We're both men of the world. We both know that ladies do not like it when you blow your entire load at the first outing.
Well, as long as if you're gonna blow it, at least do it in style. But no, you
make sure you hit the ceiling.
Don't do it on the first date. No, yeah. So.
Yeah, Helium was an Elements of Style player. We've had it confirmed. He's about to go to inducements, and he is not telling us what he's taking. I can respect that. He clearly doesn't want Blissful to be in chat. Now, we have seen already, and I can't do too much in the way of spoilers, but we've seen some big scalps taken already coming out of the initial games. And is my...
I mean, we're talking 48-hour period for spoilers, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so we saw Morka fall in the pre-first game of the playoffs, I guess we'll call it.
Right, okay. You know what, right, guys? If you don't want spoilers, put your fingers in your ears now, because this is a point I really want to make, and damn it, I'm going to do it, right? So, 3, 2, 1, I'm about to spoil it. If you haven't got your fingers in your ears, it's too late. We've actually lost someone from each of the regional Division 1s. Like... Yeah,
some big coaches from each of the regional Division 1s, too.
Like, do you not think this could be the season where we start to see, like, serious upsets coming through? Because, no one in their right mind was betting against Morka, Sage, or possibly they were betting against Self just because Hindus has an incredible team. But really... it was...
Well, I mean, 14 people backed Nick to beat Sage.
Well, yeah,
so someone...
It is okay, but you know what? You wouldn't bet on all 3 of those occurrences happening, right? That's incredible.
Probably not.
To say all 3 of them. But we've lost a Rel, a G-Man, and a big old Div 1. So really, I kind of feel like... Are we at the point now where we just... Nothing we predict is gonna work for us?
Well, I think realistically, it's a case of... You've got some great coaches who are picking up teams that have finally gotten to points where they can be serious contenders. And I mean, like, a lot of people have been through the various Division 1s of the regions, just by the nature of re-rolling and relegations and promotions and all that. So it's not too surprising.
Well, that's a compliment right there from Wolf Rammerjacks. The level of play has risen so much because of everything that we do. You mean in terms of the games, by the way, in terms of actually publishing and making such a big deal out of playoffs, focusing on getting as many games streamed as possible and analysing things. I'd like to think we had something to do with that. Shouting at people when they take vanity blocks when the ball isn't secure.
Creating songs for people who haven't blitzed down the scoring threat.
Or Rumblebee. Who are we playing from behind at this point? Oh gosh, hang on.
Well, we are currently sitting behind Chaos. Yeah. Probably the safest place to be, behind them.
Yeah, stay away from that.
All things considered.
The claw.
Oh man, I think some serious bank was dropped.
Because it's almost like Cheese X, the narrative that's questionable is actually really questionable. People who don't have the necessary experience to make those calls, or who have very strong opinions that aren't necessarily backed up by solid facts, will often find that actual facts upset them.
Yeah, fuck. Let's not let the truth get in the way of a good story, eh?
Right, Werewolf for Wall Street winning the toss, choosing to receive. Not a bad decision against Chaos ever.
He's also he's dropped some serious cash in his inducement phase.
Solid 18 on his roll compared to Blissful Fire's 20. So, that's gonna see Blissful Fire taking. Hang on.
You want to redo that math there? Just out of curiosity?
Hang on, no. Yeah, okay, numbers wrong around. I did the math right. Just to ascribe them to the wrong teams.
Mate, you got made 18. The first fatal error. The first fatal error is doing math on stream.
Yeah. No.
Ain't nobody do math on stream and get it right.
But yeah, weather's nice. Werewolf of Wall Street winning the fame. They did go big, didn't they? Because they had what, 180? You said.
Had 180k petty cash. Yeah.
They went 70. That's going to help Perk Defense. This is a really interesting box setup from Cunning here.
It's the pre-cage.
Yeah, we're going to cage our dirty player.
Protect the valuable pieces.
The MVP. No, too bright. So he has gone 70k in his own bank. It's going to drop into a bank of 80. Preferably, with if he wins the game, obviously you're aiming to win. You're maybe going to expect to bring some of that back in line, right?
Well, I mean, he gets 10 for the fame. If he wins the game, that's an additional 10, and it's a D6, so he could get it all back.
Yeah, 5 of that. It's his offense, Wolf. He's not defending. He's offending.
5 plus 6 plus 9. As I said, you just never do math on stream. It's just a recipe for disaster.
Yeah. He is offensive, yeah. Interesting that he chooses. I mean, obviously, he doesn't want to put the Franks in too much danger here, does he?
Not really.
Still, I mean, I suppose he hasn't overcommitted to the line. Are we going to see the white go in with the attack, or are we going to use a wolf with Claw Mighty Blow?
Well, I mean, what is it? You basically turn into armor 7, or you're having a second shot at the armor break / the injury if you do break armor.
I like going after the dirty player. I think if we're going to hit someone, hitting the dirty player. That's my choice. True, as Mar already said, Fend occurred. I'm not sure I like the direction. I feel like it's putting you quite... Yeah, maybe.
Well, who cares about the direction when you get that result?
We were going to question whether he was going to pile on or not. He doesn't need to.
I mean, Cunning Fox Pup's probably very happy with the direction that Beast took, straight into the injury box, to be honest.
Yeah, about those Beastmen. To shreds, you say, says Donkey. I mean, it's early shots. There's still plenty of claw pomming action to go in the Necro's future.
But, I mean, a lot of games have been determined quite early on in the piece when one side gets 2 or 3 removals in the first turn. So, if there was ever 2 teams to do it, these are quite killy teams.
They are. I mean, to be fair, they're both very killy, really. Rodder was right. They are good whites. Well, that one in particular, very good.
The average is just brought up by him.
This Piley Muzzle with his movement 4 is going to do well. He's on the floor now. Oh, sure hands being a good skill.
Who'd have thunk it?
Who
would have guessed?
Might be underdeveloped, but developed enough that sure hands works. Now, do you take a 1 dice with the zombie? Because hang on, he's going to get a foul.
I get a foul first.
2 bribes. I don't hate it. Dirty player.
No, I don't hate it either. It's
Can you take a 3rd minus movement? I don't think you can. I think it's a maximum
dead,
of 2, right?
That's correct. Plus or minus 2. That's the maximum you can get on a stat. Which is why, though, you know, if you've taken a couple of injury, like agility busts on a low agility player, you just don't care at that point. You're like, yeah, whatever. What are you gonna do?
That's a skull.
It's not a reroll, that's for sure.
No, never. Last action, just let him get smacked. It was a rookie. It's fine. That might, however, leave the Franco open to a little spin on the old claw, right? I don't necessarily know if he'd pile on, because Cunning Foxwolf was already proven that he's quite happy to foul anything that hits the deck.
Yeah, both in picking up 2 bribes and in action by that one is his foul.
I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure the rules state that no skill can be reduced by 2 or increased by 2. Yeah. So if you take 2 busts on a stat and then you have +1, I don't think you can take a 3rd. But that would be logical, and we're trying to apply logic to a game called Blood Bowl, so you never know.
Yeah, logic and Games Workshop don't tend to go overly well together, do they?
Well, some of their older stuff, no.
I would think it looks like he's going for brick wall more in the way, given he's moved the guard in. Although, then again, he's gone very aggressive with Fighter, which... This guy's niggled. Do we like basing a pommer with a niggled player?
If you're going after the said pommer.
Oh, hang on, he's gone cheeky. He's gone after the pommer, yeah. That feels like a mistake by Blissful leaving that open. Is he going to pile? He did use Mighty Blow on the armor.
I don't think he can. Like, that'd be...
I think if he does, he gets kicked in the head.
Big fouling target. Yeah, exactly. Weeping Dagger. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that momentarily.
But the model has it!
Yeah, thank you, Michael, for reminding me of the Weeping Dagger.
No,
You've done me a service.
I agree with that decision to not pile on, but my word,
So
was that an interesting mistake by Cunning Foxpup to leave that open? I didn't even spot that, to be fair. But... you know, Blissful instantly spotting it and going directly towards it. And that might make things very difficult when it comes to actually getting to fight back and clear this line off. Yeah, in Games Workshop Defense, they've not done it again. Does that not make it worse?
Yeah, Michael's just put out yet, though.
No, but does not doing it again make it worse? Because is not doing it again, therefore acknowledging that it was a stupid decision... After everyone told them it was a stupid decision.
I think that's more to the point. I think it's more that the community's gone, hey, what's this? And they've gone, okay, maybe you don't like these new quirky things.
He's gone very, very basey. Some might say...
Yeah, at some point, it's all about that base.
Some might say all their base belongs to Blissful Fire. Now, I don't agree with the Weeping Dagger decision, but I think it makes it worse because they weren't willing to continue to commit. Or to Kermit, if you want to be a bit weird. It doesn't work because we're not watching Chubstep. He's got Kermit and Gonzo and on his under Necrotim. To be fair, it might have been the first time Cheese has actually watched an entire playoff game, T, so...
Well, I mean, that's probably true. Hey, give it time. We're only on the first turn. He could leave and come back. You know.
Now, I think Cunning Fox Pup's in a bit of trouble here, because I don't...
Yeah, I think that's why it's taken a while to make his first action.
Oh, he's gone after the warrior. Do we like this? I think we do. But he's getting...
It depends, because, yeah, I was going to say, if Dauntless didn't trigger there, he was in trouble.
I mean, even if it did, he's not getting back out of this. He's Agi too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can just punch everything away, I guess, but that's not a...
Well, how? How do you punch everything away?
Well, I mean, you take a block on a shark with a fleshy.
I am very concerned for what happens next.
Yeah, I have questions I'd like answers for.
I think we're about to see them, and I think it's going to be brutal. That's not good enough. You don't have tackle. Yeah, it's... Looks like Wolf's back on the menu, boys. The Frank, the Flesh Golem, has just went, nah, I'm out, boys. Peace.
Yeah, let you guys deal with that, whatever that is.
Super fed. That wasn't very cunning. Do you feel like maybe he expected the knockdown? And if you did, wouldn't you have re-rolled the first block?
Well, yeah, as I was saying, like, it was a 2-die into a potential red die if Dauntless didn't trigger. It was optimistic, perhaps.
I don't know how he doesn't make the save in the slightest, does he?
Yeah, no, I don't see him being able to protect them. That's a nice knockdown, mate.
That was a massive one dice power. But stand firm. He's kind of, and with no armor break, that's not saving the wolf.
You go no assist foul it. Like so.
When you suggested it, I was just like, that's insane. Oh god, he's doing it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd have done that, but I mean, you got 2 bribes, you got a couple of dirty players. I guess you got to. It does put guard in there though as well, so not that that's realistically going to help much.
Are we going to reroll this? I'd reroll that.
Yeah, so would I.
He's thinking
you
about
tackle.
No, but I think as
I mean, you still got a blitz on it too if you want it.
Well, Luke's just spotted in chat that there's a hit on the ball. No recovery at all, but there is a hit on the ball.
Yeah, 2 GFIs. I mean, you don't necessarily need a recovery too. Like, if you're just burning through Gunning Fox Puff's turns, and his time to get from his end of the pitch down to yours, it's probably good enough.
And also, you're pulling a massive amount of attention from Cunning Fox Pup into his backfield, which is stopping you from fighting at the line, which plays into the Chaos Strengths, which is, we love to fight at the line.
Yeah.
But this has been a very uneventful turn. Like,
yeah, it's just a bit of back and forth slapping each other at this point.
Oh, we got a knockdown though, so things might change. Not Stubbles, McFowl got her.
Yeah, he might get movement busted again.
That was for Piley.
What a shame that would be.
No, he's fine. He does have to GFI if he wants to do anything other than stand up and immediately foul someone next to him.
That's what you got the guard one for.
No, I suppose the 2 bribes really does cover it. The thing is, Murder Tackle Good is going to be back in play after this, and he's very, very good. Where are we going? We're going after the Fleshy. And we haven't got him. Ooh, this is such a frustrating turn for Blissful, because that's a stand firm.
Not only that, but both coaches like holding onto these rerolls with iron grip.
I'm genuinely surprised we didn't see a reroll on that wolf hit. I think, looking at this matchup, I would have instantly rerolled that.
They know they get them back in the second half, right?
I mean, yeah.
And they don't count towards overtime now.
I haven't checked with them, but I assume they do.
Think they know what they're doing enough, yeah?
I mean, these guys made playoffs, so it's not like they're terrible coaches.
This is true. but even monkeys fall from trees. Well, there's some pressure.
We were saying they could get there, but oh, that's a fat one, nice. It'd probably, you know, pay him back the fat one, nice from earlier. Still no break though. Yeah, but it's harder to get there now, T.
I was going to make a joke about affirmative action, but then I thought, nah, it is now just harder, isn't it?
It is actually harder, though, yeah.
Yeah.
This still puts good old Brickwall McMorrow in the way in a very bad spot. Like, a very bad spot.
Well, as long as he doesn't get knocked over, he's quite happy where he is, isn't he?
Yeah, but the thing is, it's quite difficult to get in there and clear him off, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he doesn't even have guards. The Wolf can't... Oh, God, we're instantly going with the Wolf Blitz. Into the backfield. This is what we were talking about, wasn't it? Pulling the attention away from the line. And with no break.
He'll just be back up on his feet and doing whatever he wants in the next turn. Well, I say doing whatever he wants, as long as that's close by.
I wouldn't hate if the Chaos actually marked up this Wolf. Because with Agi 2, it's difficult to get back out. But this is a very, very back... I mean, this... If you had a fireball...
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying fireballs are a great option, but this is 3 of the best players on the one team. Currently sitting in a very nice little fireball position, plus the ball carrier. You might think about it, and you probably would pull the trigger on that, I guess.
I'm going to go back to this one as well. It feels like Cunning Foxpup is completely leaving half of his team flapping in the breeze.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned.
Uh-oh, that's a reroll.
You've got to reroll that. You need this guy on his feet. I don't even know why you threw the block, to be honest. It's just so risky.
If you didn't reroll that, you've basically just freed up, you might argue 3 of those 4.
Mind you,
geez, that's not
if
good.
he hadn't rerolled it, he probably wouldn't have died.
Well, I mean, there's also that train of thought.
This is why I didn't like this player, because he's just given up all of these players and said, you can have them. You can have these fellas.
Well, yeah.
I don't need them.
He's freed up 2 of these Chaos players over here on the left-hand side. You could probably free up another 2 on the right-hand side here. And then where does the cage go? You can sort of spread yourself out.
I don't necessarily even think Blissful Fire needs to fight the cage.
I don't think so either.
If he demolishes, like, the Franks at this point, like, how does Cunning Fox fight back in the second half? Get another Kaz. If you can bring down standing not moving much with Claw Palm, like, how does he fight back in the second half?
It's a good question. And you know what? If I was Blissful Fire, I might even consider fouling one of these, the white or the fleshy. I know traditionally the thick skull foul, and against regen's not great, but if you can get them removed from the game, you'd be very, very happy with things.
It does look like he's going after the dirty player. I mean, oh god, that's a double skull. That's in. Finally seeing the rerolls out of them, and all we needed to do was roll skulls first, Crusader.
Yeah.
Like I say, I don't think he needs to fight the cage. If he just wrecks everything else, what are 5 players going to do against a full Chaos team? What does a mere necromantic cage do in the face of such willful hate? That's roughly the quote, isn't it?
I think so.
Mm.
Yeah. You're telling the story.
You can't put this on me.
Well, I mean, you said it.
Don't you put this on me, Ricky Bobby.
I'm not jacked up on some mountain. I got some coke. Let me have a snort. I mean...
I was going to say, is that how you stay awake through all of your long streams?
No, mate, it's sheer malicious will is how I stay awake.
I'm sure that was my quote.
Malignant will, malicious will, it's all the same.
I love how he hasn't stood El Tigre up. I think I'd probably have stood him up. Go, look, right? Cheese X did in fact disappear. So we talked about Cheese. Maybe you catch it in the playoff game.
I feel like that was the easiest prediction of the evening. God love you, Cheese.
This is a base cage.
Yeah, but it probably won't be a base cage after the Blitz. That being said, will it be a safe cage?
Well, I mean, he's probably going with the tackle. He's going with the pommer, isn't he? So there's every chance he fails the GFI.
But if he poms, he's not standing up. And he did fail the GFI. Look, you're predicting. We're making good calls here.
Yep. I didn't see that coming in the slightest.
Hmm.
I mean, relying on everything working so well was asking for some kind of trouble. Oh, god damn it. This is what happened, man. It's just like, that was his own fault, to be fair. I don't think I'd have thrown that block.
Yeah.
It was a 2 dice, but...
It's a 2 dice without block. Like, your best case scenario is that you're knocking him down. Your worst case scenario is you've got just as good a chance to get yourself knocked down.
It's a 1 in 9, and it's, I mean, you know, it's a stand firm player as well, so even pushes aren't actually helpful. I just think I'd have more liked to have seen that player stay there and just be an extra body in this guard mess. It's not fine if you lose the guy. Oh gosh, there's a mighty blow hit coming out on AV7. He's fine.
Yeah, but of course it doesn't break. Why would it?
But
Why would it break?
Also being said, we're about to see Sniper step right into this gap in the cage, and he is blodge firm with guard. That is a very difficult player to get off your goal.
Well, I mean, you've got tackle nearby, so it makes it slightly easier to knock him down, I guess, but...
That's not true, Moscato. I didn't like the block before he threw it, because he's hitting a stand-firm block player. It was never really a high likelihood result. The fact that he got punished the way I expected and suggested he might just proves that my argument was right. It doesn't mean that I'm arguing from the results. I think as well, Crusader, I'd like to see Trapper move in and base Murder Tackle good to try and put more pressure on that killer to make it harder for him to deal with.
Yeah. Yeah, I can get behind that.
Thing is, one of the Blodge Wolves is Agi 2, and the other one's in attack.
It turns out the one you want to hand off to is the Agi 2 piece.
No, I suppose you could use the Agi 2 to try and blitz out Cheetah, because a push, even with Fender, push or better, is fine.
Yeah. Yeah, this is true too.
It's not it's... Yeah, it was just a badly hurt Hargrim. I didn't say I expected it, I said that was the risk, Murascadu.
All this stand firm over here has done a good job of tying down 4 Chaos players, though. Give credit there.
You say that, though, but the thing is the Chaos players are up 2 on the pitch.
This is true. Oh.
So, Oh, that was not what you needed. I don't know if I'd have re-rolled that. That being said,
you're now basing Agi 2, so you're telling him you can try and dodge out on Agi 2, you have the re-roll, or you can punch yourself free.
Well, you just have dodge, so it's a 75% chance to... I suppose it does neuter the play that I was suggesting, where you blitz off Cheetah using Bitey McStab / do the handoff, sacrifice the Sure Hands Ghoul to the tender mercies of the Chaos, and pray.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, take me now.
I mean, the thing is, Kanuki, that jump up is a normal on a wolf, so really it's not like...
I mean, well, not as Mighty Blow piling on.
It's all bad. It's all bad.
It all ain't great.
And whatever you do, the actual position of that GFI from LT Group, you're not getting Murder Tackle good out, because he's got to dodge through tackle zones across the board. Maybe you uphill a guy, but are you uphill in a Claw Pommer? I mean, really?
I mean, you could try it.
Yeah, I am in my chaos bubble, says Kanuki. Yep. Fair. I really think his only hope is to try the 75% dodge to blitz off Cheetah. And I hate every second of it.
Well, I can't imagine Fox Pups loving it either. My guys need doubles for jump up. My guys start with it, but that's about all they start with. I guess they start with a hope and a prayer, I suppose.
I think I would have preferred sidestep to jump up. He's doing it.
Yeah, the reroll had to be used though on dodge.
That's fine. I mean,
Roll it too.
what's the point of having it if you don't use it, right?
Well, you'd rather have it and not need
I
it.
suppose.
Yeah. All we need to do now is not stuff up that.
Scary 1 in 9, though, isn't it? That is going to get him out of range, because wolves are very, very quick. They're rather rapid. One GFI
they are ridiculously quick.
I feel like he's got to do a GFI, though. Just to get out of range of a cheeky attack from Shark. Not a great attack, but I've seen weirder things.
I mean, you've still got to reroll. It's a 2+, yeah. And frankly, if you do make the GFI and you're out of range, you can I was going to say you could probably make it safe to stall another turn, but... guess it just depends how it all shakes out. Well, you won't uphill dice a claw pom, but you will just go and try and uphill dice the stand firm piece.
I feel like we're gonna see Murder Tackle Good get jumped on. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be a bad turn.
He's alright so far.
That was the scary hit.
Piled on. Yeah.
You go for the sure hands here, right? With a might
I think so.
You just concede the score and go, I'll get you in the second half.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I think you go for the short hands, yeah. But I mean, like, either ghoul is a good target because they don't regen and they're both armor 7, so...
He's got after the killer. He's playing ping pong. Imagine he's not happy
finally,
that went down.
Finally gets him.
That's a knockdown as well on the stand firm. No break though. He's just taking the hit, and I don't necessarily hate this because he's just trying to play the attrition game. That being said, there is only one Kaz so far.
Yeah, one injury on both teams. Stupid security gate though makes it hard to see the Chaos one.
It really does. And that standing not moving much, living up to his name though.
He's doing great. He's doing good work.
I feel like not sending anyone down pitch has given Cunning Fox Pup not only the ability to stall, but the ability to bring Bitey McStabbing Slash back into play.
Yeah, it's probably likely that we will see that. I mean, like, he can just sit over there on the 24-yard line right on the square. And he can stall out for this turn, and I would argue next. No, but he's coming downfield.
Keep the wolf safe. Keep the puppet safe.
Yeah, away from everything. Yeah.
Oh gosh, he's off. He's off, lads. Peace. He did the 4+, and then failed the
3+.
Well, it was just a 4+, sorry, because it was against away from tackle. So he did the 4+, failed the 3+, didn't die to the floor.
It's always a bonus.
Yeah, it's not terrible.
Uh oh.
And that's a fat
bull fondler.
And I have a funny feeling he's getting piled on.
I got a funny feeling.
He's dead!
You don't need to be piled on, he dead.
You're dead, boy!
Let it go.
That might be Cunning Fox Pup's double figures for ghouls now. And that puts Trapper 7 casualties away from Legend. We're tracking this one.
Yeah. Pile on, not necessary. Flat out just kill them.
I don't think you can call the prediction wrong when he murdered it anyway.
Yeah. Well,
Would we see a big old foul on Murder Tackle Good here?
look, you've got a rookie goat. I would. Again, regen is an issue whenever you're fouling, but I would.
Unf is apparently 7 Kaz away from Legend too, and he's a Minotaur. Stupid Unf. That's just a stun. I think you're happy with that if you're gunning. Score on turn 7? Don't hate it.
The difficulty will be getting... I mean, you have to make some GFIs and get himself relatively out of range here.
I don't like rolling those dice. I think I'd just put it in.
Yeah.
And he agrees.
Yeah, I think running it in was the better play. There was the potential that you could try and stall out for another turn, but it's, at this point in time, getting a bit risky. The Chaos Boys are starting to get a bit too close to those doggos.
2 turns to score back. Very difficult. For Blissful Fire to
it's
score.
doable. It's doable with Chaos. A 2-turn touchdown. A 2-turn touchdown with Chaos.
It's doable, but
you
it's
do have to run a long way.
And the Chaos coming back is, of course, very favourable for Cunning. He does have the Babe. He has completely burnt his bench, though. Both teams are out of bench.
Yeah, but I mean, the Chaos have gotten the better trade of it so far, so...
They certainly removed the better players. Although taking out the dirty player has protected his own players somewhat.
It's also a kick piece too, which might come into play.
It could potentially come into play for overtime. Assuming there's anything left of the Necro team by the time we get there. Did we think it was going to go like this? I kind of think we thought it was going to go like this. Maybe didn't expect so few casualties.
Yeah, I kind of figured between the two teams we might see a little more sitting on the sideline. Not necessarily injured, but certainly in the KO box. But
I think I expected
it's,
more
it's
chaos
going
kills.
half the course.
Because
yeah,
AV8 not the best in the universe when it comes to surviving being Calamity Board.
this is true. This is true. There is a piling on piece as well. So
Chaos 210, I don't know if it's great. He is setting up for it. As many players forward as he can. And there is no kick on Cunning's team.
You saying you don't know if it's great, as in you don't like the idea of it, or you just think it's too difficult?
I just don't think it's a great chance of seeing it occur, is what I'm trying to say.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, you've still got to go for it.
Yeah, I think you've got to go for it.
And the reroll
Certainly going to help out a lot.
Yeah.
He has, of course, got his...
For quite literal GFIs.
He has got, of course, his ball handler in play as well, who is very, very good. We've talked about this already. He's one of the key... Hello. That's okay. It's not terrible.
It's an alright result.
And there's no piling on from that one. Do we see a... Would you pile on a zombie? This close to your line?
I don't know. I think given that I do need to score, like if I was in Blissful Fire's position, like I need to score in 2, I think I'd want the warrior on his feet.
Just to provide as much pressure as possible, right?
Yeah. I mean, granted he's only movement 5, but like, you know, he still has to be in a position to apply pressure to my opponent
5,
and help get the ball from point A to point B. So
movement 5 being better than movement 2, which of course is the alternative when you pile on.
do I need to? I can pull out the calculator again, but I think that's right.
Sounds okay to me.
Yeah, I think the math checks out there.
Well, there we go. A Rabbi School of Pile On, we're calling it, because he is from the REBBL. That's a KO. If he was from Big O, we'd probably reference Papa Nasty School of Piling On.
Well, yeah. The other thing too is like the KOs with the babe in play. I mean, it's not if Coming Fox Map had 2 babes, you'd sort of just be going, okay, whatever. But I don't know. I think I'd value Trapper being on his feet more than I do moving 2 squares when I have to score in 2.
With 1 babe, I don't hate KOs as much. Like with 2, I'd be pretty much piling on even if you scored a KO because they're coming back, right?
Yeah.
With 1,
yeah,
it makes you worry, think a little bit more that it's probably better to let the KO through. Someone doing
I would agree. Yeah. We were using, there was a calculator, it was science involved, so there was no quick math here.
We were doing the working out of probabilities. And it turns out the probability is pile on. How many times? Every time. McMackey, the game has gone. It's been a thing. No regen so far. Of course, only one of the 2 down players has it. That's going to knock down the stand firm, because apparently as soon as you put a stand firm in a player, he instantly gets powered to the ground every single time a Chaos player looks at you. Can't say I like it. But
so that's standing, not moving much.
He did well, to be fair. He
was a champion.
He did hold back a lot of Chaos for a good while. But at the same time, I think the Chaos were quite happy to allow that. Like, they weren't in any particular rush to pressure the ball. They just wanted to do some damage, and they got some damage.
Yeah, the removal of Flesh Golem is certainly going to swing things in Blissful Fire's favour.
I think that's certainly going to up the attrition rate on the other players into the second half, and indeed overtime.
I myself, I can confirm Stand Firm's always going down, having 4 of them.
Yeah, but his is blodge as well, because they're filthy animals ones. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh man, I like Amazons.
I bet you do.
Amazons are a cool team.
So does Superfed, but that's not the point. What are the Kaz?
I mean, if you name Amazons after porn stars, it makes a hell of a lot more sense.
I mean, he names everything after porn stars. He's got a clan orc team named after porn stars. That's
why we love him.
That's a failed GFI. Well, he's got a reroll, so that's good.
The second GFI, though, ain't so good.
This is really problematic, because there's one score on
surfed goat.
Like...
It's a surfed goat.
Someone get Rumblebee on the blower, please, because we need to check if the best course of action is to attack the scoring threat or not. It's not even a Rumblebee meme anymore. That's probably old school now. It's outdated.
Yeah, it's old now because he finally did it.
There we go. Let's push.
El Tigre.
El Tigre. El Surfte. It's fine though. That was Mexican and you know it. Don't question me. Don't you question me!
Why wouldn't you want to name things after porn stars? Exactly.
I have no answer to that. I really don't know what else to... I don't know how to come back from that, to be honest.
Yeah, Razzle Dazzle. Spanish is the language. I mean, you're not wrong, Razzle. You're not wrong.
Hey, if I'm going to randomly make up nonsense, you let me do it, okay?
It's your channel. You do what you want.
We are in full retreat. We're in full-on Necro running away territory, and I don't hate it at this point.
Well, I mean, recognizing that your opponent can no longer score, and then realizing that they might just come and kick the crap out of my players.
He's found sort of foul. I like the way he's doing this. He's putting the work in. He's took 2 bribes, and he's just putting the boot in wherever he can. I normally don't like fouling a stun, 2 bribes, and it being the last turn of the drive. Yeah.
Well said.
I don't hate it, is what I'm trying to say. Normally, people know I hate fouling stuns. But in this instance, I think it's the right decision.
Yeah. As you said, you got 2 bribes.
Because if you get, I mean, yeah, you're unlikely to get sent off, but it's not going to ruin the rest of your drive if, you know, by positioning there and things, it's okay. Yeah, but everyone who ran away who could have assisted could also have been blitzed, so you can see he's
very true
to attack the dirty player.
Shark also only needs 3 SPP to level as well.
Does he?
Yeah, he's on 40 out of 51.
No, he still does. I was waiting to see what the Kaz result was and then going, now he needs 1. But he doesn't, because he's useless.
No. Yeah. Yeah, that Shark, you're bloody useless.
I think he saw the 3 dice Schuttenheim and just went, I'm going to go for it. This player's really good. Nice vanity pass, idiot.
Yeah. Hey, the ball went exactly where he wanted it to an open square. I think Cheese is trying to twist Metal's words.
I'm surprised Cheese is still here.
I think he... Yeah, well... Again, give it time. I think what you'll find Metal was saying was, in very specific, certain circumstances, he doesn't hate a foul on a stun.
And does the KO come back? One of the KOs is. One of them stays out. That does give the Chaos a numbers advantage. For the first time this game, there's a numbers there's a numbers inequality at setup, which is interesting.
Superfed's saying that there is some porn out there that is too much for him. Would make Superfed blush? Is that what he's saying?
See, he said to me, like, we were talking about this the other day, we were talking about porn star names, and apparently he chooses porn stars that are known for particular, like, let's say abilities.
It's gotta be anal.
Abilities that...
DP.
I think it was blowjobs for his clan team. Well, that's pretty good, isn't it?
Oh, you're not going to complain with Hunter 2 having the ball.
Oh, my lowest SPP Chaos Warrior is probably going to get a touchdown. But as I was saying, he and then he said, yeah, there's one or two on this page that like is a bit extreme for even me, and I was like, I want to know for sure what. Like,
legitimately surprised.
what they're doing, but I do not want to Google that. Anything that's too far for Superfed is just not safe for life, possibly.
No, it's probably riding right on the sweet spot.
Oh, there we go. That's a zombie.
Yeah, but it's the wrong player to get the injury, damn it.
Well, it regenerated. It's okay for Cunning, but that's going to leave him down another player on the drive. Not going the best for his first playoff outing, is it? See, the thing is, Schuttenheim...
It might be a bit too early to say it's not going the best, but it's certainly not going in a favourable direction.
I would argue that that's where you would have made the mistake, Schuttenheim, because the entire rest of the team is set so far back that Chaos Warrior going after them would be completely exposed to a massive gang foul.
Yeah.
So I actually think it's quite wise staying back. And just play the numbers game, because there's very few zombies left to absorb any blocks. And when you run out of zombies, it starts being other players you hit that people actually care about.
I think we're about to just hand off. Yep.
I don't think I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he needs 4 Chaos Warriors to gain strength here.
No, I think if you just cage up Hunter 2 and slowly walk your way down the field, he'd have been fine.
I mean, he is only at 6, so it's not like it would have massively benefited him, but... Yeah, I make this argument all the time, Homersa. Like, as to...
It's far too athletic for a Chaos Warrior.
It doesn't make any sense.
But, I mean, when you look at them, they're not wearing that much armor.
I mean, it's still a chest plate, right? That's not light.
Yeah, I mean, like, they don't have a whole lot on. And they have Chaos Warriors, like... Oh, it's pro.
Pro. And it's nothing.
Better than using a reroll, but hey.
Better than Israel, worse. Well, no results anyway, either which way, but. Yeah, but Undertaker wasn't wearing a solid plate, full plate chest piece.
This is true. He was just wearing the weight of all of our hopes and dreams.
And you've got to remember that £350, right, is added to the weight he's having to heft into the air when he does the dropkick. So everyone is going, but he's £350. That's £350 he's having to get up there to drop kick someone as well. Yeah, that adds to the weight. And gravity still is a thing.
Chaos Warriors. Chaos Warriors are like chosen by the Chaos Gods
to ignore gravity.
Well, they're imbued with special strengths and powers.
To ignore gravity.
Well, I mean, Zench does what Zench wants. And I don't even think he knows what he wants half the time.
It's Chaos Armor's light.
Could be.
I'm not buying it. This just in. Metal is not buying what you're selling, boys. Anyway, that being said, not much of a turn for the Necro. And what they get in return is they get to get punched again.
Well, I mean, you said there was not much of a turn for Necro, but I don't expect it's going to be much of a turn for Blissful Fire here either, to be honest.
Well, it depends what his claw palm does, doesn't it?
What, stands up and moves 2 squares?
Yeah, I guess. Hello. Oof. That guy isn't coming back. That's a permanent.
Yeah, that's sticking.
And you might think, again, that he's just hitting zombies, but he's getting the numbers down, and that is 1 SPP to go for Shark.
I was just going to say, he's actually just hitting things that are going to give him the SPP. Go Shark!
And as chat said, I agree on the whole with McMackey's assessment that, frankly, the play is just to continue the attrition game and just ask Cunning Fox Pub questions as to what are you going to do in the face of me murdering everything you've got?
Yeah. Like, when I run this touchdown in on turn, 16, are you one-turning? And how are you planning on playing OT?
Are you one-turning? Probably not. Because
no.
It depends how much is left, really.
You won't have players.
Yeah. It is quite difficult to one-turn without players, I've noted.
It would seemingly, as it should be, right?
I mean, it feels weird because, frankly, is anyone actually expecting super in-depth strategy and assessment from a Chaos Coach? Me Chaos, me hit.
Oh, they're still on their feet? Yeah, I should probably go hit them.
What do I block? Anyone standing.
On the whole.
Okay. I can just imagine Superfed giggling.
I've heard it. I know what it sounds like.
Yeah, they're short and fat guys who can fight, but they're not jumping in the air and drop kicking people.
Well,
they're not.
Are they? Listen, they're just imbued with strength from the Chaos Gods, like. Have you seen the piling on anime? Yeah, but any fat guy can jump.
Yeah, it's not like he's landing on his feet neatly afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you put the camera to the ground and make it like a sharp angle, you can make any fat dude look like he's jumping 5 feet into the air.
Now, don't forget, right? He jumps in the air, kicks him in the chest, and then backflips out of the kick. Like he follows through. No, come on. Nah.
It's all about them Dutch angles, guys.
How could a
Crocs leap average?
It is a very special Crocs, and it is very, very difficult.
Willpower. Determination.
I just think the art guys were left... Oh, this is a very very bold. Scenario? Do you reroll this? He pros it.
Please.
He doesn't get anything out of it. I feel like...
I feel like Stand Firm's probably going to get triggered here, and then you're in a really bad position.
I was about to say, I feel like we've just sacrificed our best killer to a Claw Mighty Blow hit for a guy that needs to level.
Shark looking there, licking his lips.
Yeah, when you're voluntarily putting two of your positionals into base contact with Chaos, I don't know.
Having a death roll, a leap over a tree, speed and a ramp. Well, things are certainly looking a little grim if you happen to be kind
of... The 5 Ds of Chaos. Destroy, Dominate, Desolate, Dropkick, and Dropkick.
Yep.
I feel like you should dodge. I know it's a GFI and a dodge, but the floor isn't going to hit you with Claw Mighty Blow.
This is true.
Now, I like this.
I mean, I feel like all this does is get Trapper's attention.
the head just swivels round.
It's like an owl. His head just turns 180. Who?
That would be one hell of a weird mutation. Just owl neck. Whoop. I think it'd be the movement afterwards where the head's facing the wrong way and the body has to like swivel around with the legs to catch up.
The body just spins like it's a spinning top.
I feel like this is only going to go... I feel like he had to do something. He had to commit. But, sauce. I feel like it was a difficult decision all across the board, really, because there's no really good choices when you're playing this kind of game.
Yeah, not really. Not when you're down, what, 5 players because you didn't have a bench at the beginning of his drive.
Where was he going?
To the floor.
6+ dodge to try and save the white by applying guard. And that's a brave zombie.
I think save the white might be a little optimistic.
No, if he'd have got there, it'd have made it very difficult for the goat to get him. It'd have been 1 dice, because he's got guard.
Well, sure, but warrior punches guard, goat punches warrior, punches white. Problem solved.
Making him roll dice, though. Making him roll dice. I've never seen that cheese. I think you might have made that.
Oh yeah, no, it's an actual thing. It's very funny. It's like the secret agent is like a cat or a tiger or something like that, and he snaps like a crocodile's head, and he goes up to the next next guard, snaps the head, and it's an owl. The head just turns right around and shoots him from behind, shoots him backwards.
That's pretty good.
It's actually made me chuckle the first time I saw it, I must admit. Hey look, Trapper's attention has been got.
You re-roll that one 1,000%.
Yeah, why not? And then you pile this on like there's no tomorrow.
I mean, let's face it, he was always going to pile this on. Just a stun.
It's better than nothing.
It does allow him to kind of secure the cage.
Yeah, right in the middle of the field.
Set up some real estate. Chat not happy with that.
I mean, nobody likes wolves at the best of times, even when they are relatively tame.
He hasn't been the most impressive, has he?
Well, it's not even so much that. He's got Mighty Blow, and, you know, Mighty Blow and Claw, you know, it's a decent combination, but if you had Piling On, or a Strength up, or Agility up, instead of what he is, people would be more baying for his death, but otherwise, no.
Hello. Could it be Shark's big day? It is not. Murder tackle good. Fine. We could see if he wasn't movement 4. Technically, he could double GFI to foul it, but I wouldn't like that.
Go on. Could he?
Yeah, if he went on the back, he would have got in.
Yeah, if he cut through his own cage, yeah.
Good evening, playoff smoker. I know it's morning for you. I just don't think he's fouling. I think he's playing the I've got Claw Mighty Blow. It'll be fine. Game. And so far, it's being fine.
Hmm. Oh no, Tutor. You're the best.
So yeah, he's now in full retreat. Is he going to do a dodge? Oh, he's just going to punch Chaos Warrior. And he's brought him down. Oh, and a KO on Sniper. That's a big deal. That's been one of the kind of the sore spot players.
Yeah.
That's a big removal. But what do you do with this guy to protect him next turn?
You pray.
Yeah, to be fair, Mariscado, it went better than could be expected. And Murder Tackle Good is back in business. I think this player's kind of like, I didn't expect that to go so well. What do I do next? You see that a lot
for my
with Blood
next
Bowl, right?
trick, I'm going to...
Like, you know,
Right.
in games I've tried a little bit less hard for, and I've been taking a bit more for fun, I've often done that, like set up a player that kind of like, you get to a point where it's like, I've just got to do this, and then I've said to my opponent, I really don't know what to do next. I wasn't expecting this to work.
Yeah, when you make a play and you're like, the odds, they're not terrible, but they're not great, and it succeeds, and you're just like, I guess I just move here now? I don't know.
You sit there for a good minute and go, and for my next trick... Ah, nice one. I'll save that for later. Bribe, the first one gone. It's okay, he's got 2. And he is going... That was a ghoul who man alone into the Color Bomber. I quite like that. I was just like, I will save you! I will save you, my players! As he runs off, and that's not usually what you expect from a ghoul. The 10 did cost him his bribe, though, because it was double 5s. But, you know, he's still got another one, so he's okay. Good job that wasn't his movement 4 goes. Just look at that going, is he just have to GFI to stand up, move 1 step and blitz something?
And that, my friends, is why you fire movement 4.
He actually, to be fair, he's still doing well. He's marking up this stand firm guard guy. I think he's actually one of those players that isn't terrible, even though he is movement 4. Because all he does is go on the line forever till he dies, right?
I would think so.
So that's not terrible.
It's a terrible life for him.
Well, that's what he gets paid for, right?
Well, I mean,
Ostensibly.
you pay your goats.
Anything else, and it's slave labour, I think.
Yeah, but when you're a worshipper of chaos, I don't think they particularly care or unionize.
I have to say, the one thing about this Chaos team that I do notice is it is kind of light on guard. There's only
Yeah, it's not
about
much floating around.
3 of them. And that's
floating around.
3 of them. And that's... Oh, that's a skull. Do we like...
Ooh.
Oh, that's a double skull.
Mm,
Guess who's getting fouled next turn?
I'm assuming you were going to ask, do you like the reroll in OT format? No.
No, me
would
neither.
be the answer.
Very, very much dislike that.
It's greedy.
I
mean, I understand it's also a skull, and you really don't want shark on the ground, but, like, at the cost of a reroll for OT, I think you've just got to eat that one and be like, I hope to God you don't get murdered.
Yeah, and I mean, unless it had at least stunned him, you know he's just going to stand up and follow you anyway.
Yeah. I mean, like, and you were making a 1 die there as well. I think that was the big takeaway from that.
What are we doing here? Double players based in the back of the cage. Go on after the Chaos Warrior.
Yeah.
That's going to put him
Yes.
inside the
Yeah.
cage. He has rolled both his GFIs. Yes, they're 2 sharks. Well done, Falcon Merc, for spotting that one. That was a very aggressive maneuver. That's going to make his attack on this... I suppose he could move up below the white, take a 2 dice through the Wrestle Fend, and then drop a foul in there. But he's actually gone quite aggressive. I think serving rerolls for overtime was better in this scenario. He can still do a 2 assist foul if he brings the wolf down 2 dices through Piley Muzzle. And anything that's a push or better gives him a 2 assist foul with Dirty Play. And I don't see a world where you don't foul Shark with a bribe still in hand.
No, I think that's probably perfectly fine.
Oh. Big ol' slap around the ears for Cheetah. That's a nice result there for Cunning Foxpup. This is kind of... Numbers are starting to swing, especially if you can get a removal on Shark as well. Even a KO would be tasty, right?
Yeah, very much so.
And that's a KO.
Yeah. At some point, though, do you sort of consider, well, I kind of need to keep players on the pitch against Necro? When do we start looking at the Apo?
I think...
Because right now, you're looking very similar on numbers. Just
You're looking similar on numbers, and let's be really honest, Trapper is in a lot of trouble right now. Like, even if the Necro just allow this, they're really, bringing the numbers back into their own advantage. So even if the Necro allow the score and just pick on whatever's left, and kind of play almost the way the Chaos team played in the first half.
Yep.
It looks like we're going potato.
Yeah, this is getting a bit starchy for my tastes.
It's baked, isn't it?
Although you can move Shark as far as you can to the right-hand side and then swing Lion across, sort of, to try and screen off from Bitey.
We've swung back into that world where the Chaos can't do anything. Like, I don't think... Yeah, you've got to be careful as well, because wolves are fast.
Yeah, like, running cut murder can still reach you over there with the GFI.
Bite you McStabbing Slash can naturally get on you as well. Harder because you've got to do the 75% dodge. And the Chaos Dice, as Wolf Ramajax so very accurately points out, the Chaos Dice seem to have run out of a bit of their fire and fury that we've been, that they've been showing off for the first half of the match.
That's because everyone was questioning the backflip.
No, they've got performance anxiety.
Corn cares not for your questioning of how they managed to do it.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good mark. Oh, and that's a massive 1 dice pal. Had that been a stun, that would have been even better, but I still think there's a world where the block tackle guy gets punched here. Does probably protect Trapper, though.
Yeah, Trapper's less of an enticing prospect now that the ball is where it is.
I'd kind of be tempted to just stick lactose on him and forget about him for a while. It's scary because you're running out of zombies, but
Forget about him for a while. That one potentially block. Yeah.
yeah, but you know what? It's better than suddenly having a very angry Chaos Warrior palm his way into your back field.
Into your last remaining ghoul. Yeah.
Yeah, or your wolf.
That would that'd be more disconcerting.
I was even suggesting maybe you could put a standing up moving on him, but you know
Yes,
that would be much scarier because if he does roll the POW or stumbles, well, it could go very, very badly for the poor flesh. The poor flesh golem, who was having a good day up until that point. He's using this Dauntless a lot, and I like it. You know. Oh, hello. That's another KO. If Blissful does not get good KO rolls, this could be awful for overtime. Suddenly that strategy of playing for overtime is backfiring in the Chaos face here. And that was only a 6 on the injury to KO him, because both Mighty Blow and the Niggle brought it up to an 8. I really would like to see this, come through onto the block tackle. And that's a POW.
Oh,
And
that's
he's
a big
in
injury.
too. Wow, this is... Everything that went the Chaos's way in the first half, he's appoed it. That's what it took to
I
apple
think
it.
he kind of has to.
He had to apple something. And, yeah, that's another POW. Oh my god, even the zombies getting in on the action. And I think we can even move the ghoul across, and well, you can. It's a 2 dice once, but it's still a 2 dice on a wrestle fend. Or just 1 dice him, or no dice him. Maybe run away. The ghoul has very bravely decided to play with the backfield. Oh, I kind of feel like you reroll this, right?
Yeah.
Putting Fox from agrees. Backfiring in the face is a genuine Tavadi is familiar with. I still can't just go super fed it instantly because it says Tavadi and it doesn't. Oh god, hello. Here we go. Let's see how long it lasts. I assume the Chaos are probably going to score with this piling on.
There's an injury on lactose. See, I told you, 1 block.
But you know what, right? That's actually held him up for a turn, plus the turn he needs to stand back up and walk down the field. So that's 2 turns of Trapper not being in play. And he regen.
It is fed. Is backfiring in one's face not just like snowballing?
Oh, hello. Looks like he's going to blitz off and score.
Yeah, he didn't have much of a choice there, I don't think.
That's why zombies are great at marking down, like tying down Chaos Warriors.
The 2-headed goat looks weird.
2-headed 3 arms. Oh, and we've got the Orc cheerleaders in play.
It's just a combination of like terribleness.
I'm pretty sure this is definitely one of those categories Superfed is familiar with.
What, like Gilf porn?
Oh, 2 KOs come back, and they look like the big ones, if I'm honest. In return, a zombie, the lone KO'd zombie, gets back to his feet to be thrown mercilessly in the face of the Claw Mighty Blow Grinder.
Fighter's still out though. I mean, that's why it looks like Blissful is down, like doesn't have much guard, because he's 3rd guard piece. He's currently sitting on the sideline.
Yeah, but that guy was on the field when I said it.
No, he was actually still KO'd.
3 guard? No, it was the other guy who was KO'd. Sniper at the time.
No, there you go. Well, I mean...
Because Sniper and Shark came back, which arguably were the 2 best KOs to wake up, because I'd say, personally, that Sniper is better in this scenario than Fighter. Necro, I feel kind of have to play for the win prior to overtime. Nobody wants to have to sustain 2 more turns of Chaos blocks and then go, let's flip a coin and take it for 8 more turns. I mean, no one wants that if you're on the receiving end. I mean, the Chaos want that.
I mean, the thing is, though, do you want to play for OT and potentially... if you can go for the win, that seems fine. But like, if you go for the win and something goes catastrophic wrong, you're kicking yourself all the way.
It would have to
the next
go
season.
catastrophically wrong, given that he only needs, like, Blissify only has 2 turns to steal and score in return. Especially with a security gate in play, that's not going to bail you out.
This is true, but like, how much? Like, what are you prepared to risk? Like, if you lose one of these wolves going for the win, and you still go to OT, like, that ain't great. If you lose one of the wolves and you do manage to win, well, then you're in a bit of a pickle for your next match.
But what if it goes to OT, you lose, and lose a wolf?
Well, I mean, then Nuffle just hates you, clearly.
You know, we're clearly in a world where we're in playoffs now. You don't think about, well, what happens if I don't win? You think about, what do I need to do to win? That's the question on your lips. What do I need to do
this is true.
to win this game?
This is true, but I mean, like, you also need to consider the future. Like, if I win, what am I playing my next game with?
Tic Tacs.
It's like there's a difference between winning and a Pyrrhic victory, right?
Against Chaos, winning anything.
Going out with one player still alive is a good value.
Going out with a oh gosh, why did he do this to himself? I mean, I like targeting that player, but he was like, I'm not going to stand firm, am I? Clearly not going to stand firm, because frenzy yourself onto Clawpom. That'll go well.
Yeah. Trapper's sitting there going, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing? He's like,
Meals on legs.
No, well, thanks.
Thank you for inquiring as to how I'm feeling.
They're moving 4 guys down, so he's not doing much for the rest of the game. I don't feel like that's...
Is he baiting the piling on? I wouldn't pile on. I'd just smack him.
No, I'd pile on, I think.
I think if you're Blissful Fire, I think you want to be able to try and at least stop the 2-turn here. 3-turn. You need him on his feet.
Oh, that was a 3+ dodge. He's definitely putting the threats down. He's really going for this.
Shorthand's so good.
19 bits for a bit badge and round numbers for your total. Like, the bit alert is off, but thank you for that fiction. Hello. Zombies are getting rowdy. There's not actually that many players on the Chaos team that can move. One of the ones that can move is almost certainly going to be pomming something, I feel.
I mean, Shark can go after the ball carrier. Double GFI.
Hunter can go after the ball carrier with a double GFI.
Yeah, but
Hunter gets
Shark's 1 SPP away.
Yeah.
And he also has Mighty Blow, and it's armor 7. Like,
alright.
I kind of feel like...
I hear what you're saying, yeah. Source coming with the 20 bits to take the lead over Fiction. It's happening, boys. Yeah, the Ghoul is potentially going to have a really bad time. What do you do first? Do you go after the ball first, knowing that it's a 2+2+2 dice? Or do you pommel
I
Wolf?
think you punch a wolf first here, actually. Like, it feels like punching the wolf might actually just be the safest play right now.
Fiction. Arguably, he's better at reading.
Oh, man.
I couldn't resist that one. He's actually... Wow, that's massive save on the wolf there, isn't it? I'm just saying, he maybe reads the entire thing rather than just skimming the top stories.
Here we go.
This is scary.
It's good enough.
It's very much good enough. Oh, not a stun though.
It's not a stun, but the ball's in the tackle zone.
Yeah,
and
but...
the wolf currently has to make has to make dodges to get through.
No. That's not the play.
Yeah.
The play is a zombie clears off El Tigre and you send the fleshy up.
To retrieve the ball. Yeah,
you send them to smack a goat.
Yeah.
I don't know, Lady Killjoy. I feel like that may have been what we like to call playoff jitters.
Hubris.
I was going to go with playoff jitters.
Being too polite.
Actually, we do tend to find that if as soon as someone makes a mistake anywhere in any post we put out,
He's fine.
Oh no, that could have been bad, but he's okay. Double one. As soon as someone makes a mistake on any post,
here's my question. Do you foul that beast?
yes,
You bribe in hand, you foul that beast, then go try and retrieve the ball?
yes, no. Hang on, can this guy score?
I don't know.
No, it's fine. Yes, Chaos can't score. Yes, you foul that guy. On the grounds that if it does go to overtime, actually he's got no to foul, is the problem.
I can free up a zombie, I think.
Not easily. Not easily.
You just dodge out with zombies.
Casually just dodge out to Now the ball, not that safe still.
Pick up the ball.
Actually, yeah, I'm looking at Zombie McZombie. I'm looking at Zombie McZombie Face as the hero we need, because you can technically use Murder Tackle Good to allow Lactose to 2 dice lie, and if he gets knocked down, you're allowed to punch a Chaos Warrior and then free up the zombie for a kick in the head.
Plus the ball carrier, like if the ghoul picks up the ball, stand next to Shark, add an assist.
There's 2 players called Shark, it's so confusing!
Well, it's the Shark who's the most important point in time.
Carry a shark rather than kill a shark.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like with that failed dodge, it's possible Cunning Fox, as long as he doesn't roll terribly, he's probably got this. But he has kind of got to make a very risky play. That's a huge risk at that punch, to be fair. And I don't think there's much in the way of reward. I feel like he's got to just yeet it with a 4+3+ to win the game. I feel like you do the pass, because if you get the pass, you've won the game. You've just won. I feel like rolling dice before the pass is through, he doesn't look like he's going to lob it. And I don't know if I like that.
If you're not going to lob it, stand next, add an assist, foul the goat.
Yeah, I suppose there was no interception, right?
Yeah, no. Oh, he's passing. He's cocked it up, though, on the first attempt.
He's gone for a 5+. He could have easily just ran straight down and gone for a 4+. What is that path then? He's done it. He's got the 5+. And that is disgusting. The doubles.
Yep.
Why did he make it a 5+?
Yep.
Oh, if you're blissful fire, that's got to feel bad.
I think if you're a Cunning Fox pup here, you go, I could have done that better.
Jeez, the team's 3 seasons old, so probably it came in just before that.
Oh, that rule, that 3 seasons, yeah, that'd put it around about there.
It's not that disgusting, but it's disgusting when you chose a 5+ instead of a 4+, is my argument, Mira.
It is going to sting a little bit, methinks.
Now, with 1 turn, we're probably not seeing a Chaos 1 turn. I wouldn't say the Chaos screwed up on this ep. I think the problem was the Chaos armor failed them massively at the worst time, which really, combined with the incredible aggression coming out from Cunning Fox Pup on that turn where he just based half of the inside of the cage, they just couldn't stall.
Yeah.
No, I agree with what you're saying, Miriscado, but he should have went for the 4+.
Safer play. I was going to say, let's pray for a riot, but security gate stops that one.
Why are we... What? I admire his dedication to stopping a move 6-1 turn. But I feel like this is really bad decision making. I really admire your dedication to stopping the one turn. But those 3 zombies should be on this line right now.
Yeah. Yep. Alright, Shark, now's your time. Now's your time to pick up that last SPP.
Riot's impossible. It's a security gate, Wolf. It's his last day on the job! Maybe.
Well, you pile on because you're no real risk.
Every time, even if it's a KO. Well, he's not going to hit Legend through the playoffs. And he didn't kill that guy. I give you permission to die.
Come on, Shark. Come on.
He's got the knockdown. Can he get Shark level to take away at least a consolation? But he cannot. Now he's in relying on MVP territory and punching a fleshy for a laugh territory.
Yeah, use Hunter to punch. If you get the random Kaz.
Not good enough. Gets another chance, and he's got one more if he chooses to blitz, but he's found a POW.
Sniper showing him how it's done.
How is he being so completely, categorically unpunished for setting entirely the wrong players up on the line?
Because Nuffle cares not.
It doesn't look like he's going for the foul either. Putting this player in MVP range. Chat are baying for blood. I feel like if you're Cunning Foxport, you just say GG and hit end turn here. You don't do anything, right?
Yeah, that would be my...
I feel like he's actually blitzing with Flesh Column, with a 1 dice. Well, this is a good way. You didn't get your level up. I'm going to try and help.
Right. Well, I think, Cunning Fox Pup, I don't want to say bailed out because, got to 5%,
I feel like he was bailed out with that pass play.
Yeah.
I was really disappointed with that turn of play.
Yeah, I mean, he could have done it a lot better, but 55% with the reroll was still better than a coin flip. Only just.
Can we see the dice log? Yes, we can. Why not? Let's have a look at Born Wild, who got more 6s than 1s, but you've got to remember Born Wild do roll their own armor and injury, so that is included in there. In return, Werewolf for Wall Street also roll more 6s than 1s, but tons and tons of 2s. Tons of 2s.
Nah.
Block dice, 24, 25. It's okay. And 15, 14. Yeah, it's bad average.
Where'd the kid go?
Yeah, there's not much you can say about it, is it really? The game did sort of swing both ways, though, didn't it? Looked at one point there that Cunning Fox Pup would be having.
It very much looked like Cunning Fox Pup was just going to get slow rolled into overtime by Blissful Fire, but then on the flip flop, that one turn where he just turned it on and went incredibly aggressive into the cage, and then the chaos just went, well, we're going to put on our mittens. And,
oh crap! Now we have to run this one in. Yeah, giving you 3 turns.
And then I think he kind of just necessarily didn't play the right play in his defense on that right at the end there. But I don't know. It was a shame. It was such a solidly played match from Blissful. I think Blissful positioned better on the whole. Cunning Fox made what I would think was maybe a couple of errors, maybe due to playoff nerves.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair to say.
Be interesting to see if he can tighten that up. Obviously, because I'm assuming he's probably going to go back and watch the stream. Fox is a regular in Blood Bowl stream, so he knows the deal. I reckon he's probably going to go and check that out and maybe pick up that feedback that we left for him.
Yeah, I mean, if it was playoff nerves, you sort of have to assume that he's been around the traps enough. He'll shake it off after this one match.
That was his first playoff game ever.
Yeah,
we did mention that. Obviously, Blissful Fire definitely is the more experienced of the two coaches in the playoff format.
The damn double.
Yeah. No, I don't have anything else to say, I think.
Yeah, all I can think of is that there's 2 more playoff games today, or this evening, or whatever it is for people around the world. So, but that aside, I think it was well played by both coaches. And I think the result.
Blissful Fire, incredibly experienced at playoffs. Sadly, his experience revolves entirely around... And he did lean on his experience here, because his experience entirely revolves around losing in the first. Sorry, Blissful. That feels like putting the boot in, but I had to, when you made the comment, I just followed up.
Yeah, well, I mean, not all experiences are good experiences, by the way. How long to the next game? The next game starts at 12 p.m. AEDT, but that's 5 hours?
Is that far away?
4 hours. It's 4.5 hours, basically.
Technically the morning for me. It's 1 a.m. in the morning for me. Tarot Alliance versus Thus With a Kiss I Die, which is being cast by Self and Michaels.
Indeed.
As the core caster. And then at half past the hour, 1:30 a.m. UTC, you are having Royalton Circus versus Walk Machine 3. Now that's Lascaris, isn't it?
That is indeed excess. Very happy that I can pick up his first playoff game for this round. So that's going to be Kislev and Orcs. And joining me at this stage is just Swagtusk. But,
so we can imagine the conversation will be seriously off topic rather than a little bit off topic.
Hey man, playoff games, the casting thus far have been right on point. Playoffs and play-ins. Stuck to the point. Except for when there was talk of horse milking. That was
an interesting decision.
Yeah, Slade. There's some shit you just take to the grave, and that's one of it. It's just one of those topics.
Yeah, remember we were discussing whether Cunning would blow his money or not? He blew it assuming he'd get knocked out, and then didn't. To be fair,
I'm sure there's a joke there about like a lady of the night, and then discovering that's not exactly what you paid for, and deciding, you know what?
What? This ghoul is dead.
Yeah. How much did you get back,
Hang on. He must have spent more than we thought. Our math must be terrible, because he's only got 60k left in the bank.
I mean, you did the math.
You did the math, I listened to you.
We had 180k in petty cash, unless that changed pre-game.
He was also in spiraling expenses.
Yeah, well, there's that too. So he may have actually lost cash.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got the goal you didn't need. I didn't do the math. Crusader did the math.
I think the math may have changed between us looking at it and them going in the game.
Did Blissful Fire trim a player?
He might have.
I don't know. Anyway, he
deleted
his
87 base. So the math changed. That's why.
That's where it went.
So my math was fine. My math was fine. I didn't say. You'll have this much.
Hang on, what?
Yeah. As I said.
Happened. He was like, I know I can take these. I've planned this out. Bye. Wait, where's that coming out of my bank?
Yeah, Crusader said 180k. Yeah, but no, my math was right. I didn't say only if Whistle Fire doesn't fire something.
Solid super fed maths going on there. I think was the case.
The math was right.
The math was good.
If you account for that AV7B still being there, the math was perfect. It's not my job to say, he'll get this much or this much or this much.
No, it is.
How much he wants to fire a team. That's up to the coach. If you're playing against someone who could potentially fire an AV, you should account for that in your inducement math.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
What you're saying is it's definitely not our fault, right?
Exactly.
Just to confirm.
We were right. Yeah, we were right. 100%.
Where are we? Who are they going on to play at this point? There we are. They're going on to play the winner. Oh, that's a brilliant prize for Cunning Fox Pup, innit? he gets
I don't know. You'll have to tell me.
Choffs or Choffs.
Yeah.
Because he either gets
Can he take
Bernie
take
buff on.
the Choffs?
He either gets Bernie buff on if Bernie literally pulls a miracle out of nowhere, or
Bernie's team is 1 season, right?
yeah,
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what it looked like.
or he gets bleeding
No call.
hippie.
Yeah, pray for Bernie.
No, I really, I'm not. I don't want to tell you what's going to happen in advance. We don't like spoilers, but I'd argue 99% of the time Bernie dies, and hippie goes through probably almost without a casualty, and then including Fox Pup gets eaten by Choffs.
I mean, I did say pray for Bernie. I didn't necessarily say pray for him to win. just in general. In general, if you're gonna say some prayers, just slip in Bernie and
Yeah, that's the
spells.
moment of realization for cutting Fox Pup. Wait, but Bernie's a murderer. Hippie's a murderer. Yes, we know.
Yeah, no. That's
Right.
unfortunate.
Shall we get out of here?
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm gonna get some all that stuff, and then
I got some
I don't
kids
know,
to go
turn
put
South
together.
Africa communist.
Well, I suppose, as far as choices, we can probably host Jimmy Fantastic. He plays Rebel.
He does.
So he's got any silly spellings in his name or otherwise. He's playing Choffs, I believe.
Let's not.
I know, I almost didn't. But you know what? It's helpful because we're going to show Cunning Fox Pup what's going to happen to him next match.
What? He's gonna bang his head against the desk.
Anyway, anybody who turned up, thank you very much for the follows, for watching, for the bits, for hanging out. We will see you next time, guys. Stay classy, folks.